$68,896. That's how much one of my clients has in her emergency savings fund, in her 6-month emergency fund. And you know what she told me?
But Jen, it's not enough. I need more.
A 6-month emergency fund worth $68,896. That's not enough? It wasn't enough. We worked through the numbers together. So what's enough, right? I'll tell you the answer we came up with for her later on. But for now, let's talk about you. Should you have a 3-month or 6-month emergency fund? Or perhaps even a 12-month emergency fund? Well, this depends on a few things. And the 6 questions I'm going to give you today in this video will help you figure out whether a 3-month emergency fund, a 6-month emergency fund, or perhaps even a 12-month emergency fund might be best suited for you. These 6 questions are the same 6 questions that I ask my one-on-one clients in our first financial coaching sessions to help them figure out how much they should have in emergency savings. Hey, future millionaire, it's Jennifer Diamond NestEgg, where we talk all about money and your millionaire journey. Build your wealth, protect your wealth. If you're wondering why you always hear about a 3-month versus a 6-month emergency fund, the primary reason is that it takes the average person 3 to 6 months to find a new job. Having zero income to pay for rent, utilities, and your other important bills is one of the biggest financial emergencies you'll have in your working life. This is why most financially sound people, most wealthy people, have at least a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. And that's why you should also have at least a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. So question 1, is there anyone else dependent on your income? Do you have a spouse, child, parent, or someone else you care about who relies on your paycheck for living, household, education, or other expenses? Question 2, does someone in your home have a chronic medical condition? For example, do you have a loved one who suffers from Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, or perhaps depression? Someone for whom you might be financially responsible for. Question 3, do you have large fixed payments? Do you have a mortgage, car loan, or large property tax, tuition, or student loan bills? Some of my clients have monthly student loan payments of more than $2,500. That's more than what people pay for rent or their mortgage in most parts of the US. 4, do you work in an industry or position where it's difficult or takes a long time to find another job? For example, if you're relatively senior management or highly paid, or both. 5, are you in the middle of a recession, or do you expect one to be coming soon in your industry? For those of you wondering about those random background noises, there's a massive snowstorm going on outside right now, and stuff just keeps blowing against the room I'm taping in. But we won't let a massive snowstorm stop your millionaire journey. And question 6, if there was a brand new, upside down, first of its kind roller coaster-like water slide ride at your favorite amusement park, whoa, that was a mouthful, would you be one of the last people to test it out? This is a serious question, by the way, so really think about it. It's also one of my favorite questions to ask people because it gives me a glimpse of what they really love and how they really think about taking risks. Now, almost nothing is foolproof, but for the most part, if you answered no to all of the 6 questions, in all likelihood, you can lean more towards a 3-month emergency fund. If, on the other hand, you answered yes to any of those 6 questions, shoot for closer to 6 months, possibly even longer if you're generally someone that hates roller coasters or surprises of any kind. So, future millionaire, if you thought that was a pretty great way to figure out whether you should have a 3-month or 6-month emergency fund, don't forget to give that thumbs up and subscribe, a gentle tap. This will get the video out there to other future millionaires like yourself. And if you're serious about jumpstarting your millionaire journey this year, then drop me a note at jennifer@diamondnestegg.com about one-on-one financial coaching, or join me in our newly reopened Millionaire Masters course. I've included your YouTube discount code for Millionaire Masters below this video. In my 20s, which wasn't that long ago, by the way, I always had a 6-month emergency fund. I liked playing things safe, given that I grew up in a family that was always worried about money, where there never seemed to be enough to go around. Now Now my husband and I have an even bigger emergency fund because we have 4 young kids, a mortgage, and parents that may need our financial help at any time. And if this is you, if you also have a lot of people that depend on you financially, if you also have significant fixed financial responsibilities, just like us, and just like my $68,896 in our 6-month emergency fund client from the beginning of this video, then you should probably also consider an emergency savings fund of more than 6 months, probably closer to 12 months for that matter. So, what you need to do now is calculate how much you should have in your emergency fund, what's appropriate for you. First, figure out how much your bare bones monthly budget is by adding together all of the following costs that you have to pay in 1 month. Your rent or mortgage, you need a place to live. Utilities, you need to keep your home warm and lit. And if you're looking for a job, your phone and ideally a computer turned on. Transportation, so that you can get to and from your job or your job interviews. Basic groceries. You, and if you have a family, your family need to eat. Nothing fancy like sushi or steak, just basic food. Basic clothing. Again, the basics. You won't get very far going out in public in your birthday suit. Minimum insurance and debt payments. You don't want to lose your health insurance, life insurance, car insurance, or home insurance, or have creditors chasing you and have your credit go down the drain during such already financially stressful times. Second, multiply the bare bones monthly budget number that you just calculated by 3 or 6, possibly even more depending on your answers to the 6 questions I just gave you. And voila, you have your emergency fund number that you should be working towards. Keep in mind that these numbers, 3 months, 6 months, they're just guidelines. If you want, you can also have a 4-month emergency fund or a 5-month emergency fund or even a 12-month emergency fund like us and my client from earlier. It's really up to your comfort level and your risk level. The minimum that you should aim for though is 3 months of emergency savings. Be sure to check out these videos here if you're looking for more money saving tips to help you stash away a bit more money towards your emergency fund. Or even better, kick off your millionaire journey faster than you would alone and join me in our signature Millionaire Masters course. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back next week with another money saving, wealth building video for you, future millionaire.